guys, Ralph here, and welcome to True Power Trumpet Fitness here on Fabulous Friday here in Connecticut. Fabulous Friday. You know what? I'm not going to get into gushing so much because I end up giving you a weather report and whatnot, but trust me, it's beautiful. It's what I call a 365 day. I think I've used that term before. I'll take 365 of these. Anyway, you saw the thumbnails. Guys, there has got to be some work being done. Now, I am the culprit here, and I'll get to that in a minute. I am the culprit here that I sort of lead people astray with the way I talk about things and everything, but let me honk and we'll get to it. Okay? Cut myself shaving, but not a mark on the lips. Actually, a couple of my guys tease me about the shaving, like, well, it looks like a suicide attempt here. But when the seasons change, the texture of my skin changes. And fall into winter is another one. I cut myself up a little bit, but this too shall pass. I'm still here. Anyway, guys, there has got to be some work being done. And as I said, I'm the culprit. I'm the culprit. Oh, every single day I don't have to warm up. It's so easy. I'm hardly holding the horn, blah, 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 blah. Guys, it's all true. It's all true. But I am working. I am working. There's no question about it. I am working. What I am doing is I'm not beating up the lips. And as long as it's relaxed, I am barely holding the horn. That's the way it works. Okay? But there has to be some work going on. It's not like you're just sitting there with completely inert, right? With no compression or no work going on at all. Just sitting there completely relaxed in a meditative state and think you're going to play like Maynard Ferguson. No. Maynard was working, baby. Harry James was working. Now, Maynard beat up his chops a little more than Harry James, but Harry, Horst Fischer, guys, they weren't beating up the lips, but they were working. Don't think for a minute they weren't. Now, Maynard, hey Papa, Maynard at the end of his career, guys, was so badly sick and out of shape. He couldn't, even though his chops were vibrating, in the middle register he still had tone and everything, but he lost so much because he couldn't compress, because he couldn't do the work anymore. What had to be done. Now what we are doing, as you know, is we are taking all of the stress and strain off the lips and placing most of the work, the literal work, is being done by the tongue. Okay? We don't even feel it. Your tongue is so strong. I do that all the time. I'm punching my tongue how many times? It is so strong. Listen, every single person out there, their tongue is strong enough to play a quadruple C. It just is. There's plenty of strength as far as that's concerned. So, you know, up to a double C, you're not feeling strain on your tongue, but your tongue is doing the work. Okay? Which creates the compression in the mouth, and it transfers it down to the core and everything else. Okay? That is why I give you SFE exercises and all that sort of stuff, because of hyperradiation, to coordinate, to incorporate more muscles into that work. Okay? Now, it's not like, you practice 2 hours and then you have to go lay down because your core is all sore like you did a zillion sit-ups. No, that's not what it is. But you are working. Now this I know I have said before. Adolf Scherbaum, back in the 30s, 40s, 50s, I don't know what it was. Okay, exactly. And again, this is more myth than anything I've actually seen. But I've read, and Jerry backed me up on this. At some point, he had a way of calibrating the amount of compression that was inside his mouth when he was playing above high C. Guys, and that compression was that of an automobile tire. Now, if you think you're just sitting here, la-da-da-da-da, nice and relaxed, and there's going to be that compression and you're not going to work, guys, there's work going on. But you don't feel it as much, or hardly at all, because it is being done primarily by the tongue, which causes compression, which radiates throughout the rest of your body. Okay? That is why I'm taking, when it comes to the chops, yes, there's no strain whatsoever on my chops. None. Yes, I'm barely holding the horn. Yes, it's easy. Yes, I don't have to warm up. But guys, there is work going on elsewhere. That, again, that is why I incorporate the SFE exercises. Guys, and if you're not doing them, if you don't have the book, again, it's $10. And if you have the book and you're not doing them, you're missing out. It doesn't have to be a complete workout, okay? That's not what I'm talking about at all. But incorporating, using the hyperradiation, some simple exercises with no weights or anything, just using tension, is going to energize and rejuvenate all those muscles that come into play. And when you are making them stronger, making them more flexible, and giving them more endurance, guys, it takes even more and more strain off everything else. Okay? So am I just sitting down, on the couch with, watching the golf match and repping off double C's? I can do that, but it's not like it's not like nothing is working. It's not magic, guys. It is not magic at all. It is pure physiology. Pure physiology. Now, you've heard all this before, and you're going to roll your eyes, I don't care. The more you can relax this, yes, then it comes both ways. Because the more you can relax this, the more you thicken this. I've done this before. Press, firm, thickening. Don't even spitballs. That is unbelievably firm. Not tight, but firm. Now, tighten it up by the corners and try to get that compression. Can't do it. Can't do it. That is when all of a sudden you start pressing, you start hurting, you start mashing, you start getting pains in the back of your neck, sore throat. That is where that happens. This, the true power, it's all in the tongue and the core muscles that can take that very, very easily. Okay? But it's not like you're sitting there and nobody's working. It's just not that happening. Now, Maynard made a huge show of how much work he's doing. Maurice, ba-da-da-da-da-da-da-dum, okay, it's a different thing. He wasn't as theatrical as Maynard. But guys, they're working. All of them are working. All of our idols are working. Doc was probably, because of the tight corners, was working more than all of our idols. Now, he didn't mind doing the work. I don't want to do any work. Anyway, something is doing the work. It's the muscles that can take it as opposed to the muscles in the tissue that can't. That's why it feels like I'm not doing anything. It's still so easy. That's it. Okay? Eat and drink your fruits and vegetables and live your life with true power. Guys, have a great weekend. Love you all.